Hi guys, it's your boy Christian. I'm just here popping in to say hello. Anytime you hear that noise, I'm gonna probably stop in and tell you what's been going on, you know, like how I'm editing this. There's a lot of editing to be had, and I'm gonna try and help and keep you on track, keep you well guided through this podcast. Sometimes they can get a little confusing, a little crazy, or a little fun, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, without further ado, let's get back to this podcast. When the lightning gonna stop your motherfucking podcast tonight, but the lightning won't.
The lightning and thunder.
Ooh, it's getting spooky right in time. Right in time for the conspiracy theories.
The conspiracy theories, episode 8, folks. Welcome back. As always, we appreciate you being here. We always do. We appreciate you tuning in. We appreciate your likes on Facebook. We see them. If you don't think we do, think again, because we're out there. We got 2 eyes. Well, we got 4 eyes altogether. Yeah. Combined, we got 4 eyes, so we got 4 eyes to see you smashing that like button.
Dude.
And it's a stormy night here outside the Funboy studios.
It's raining right now. I fucking love it. Hopefully we don't lose any of this material.
I doubt we're going to lose anything. You know why?
Why?
Because we got a nice green bottle in our hand. It's
what?
Jameson.
Oh
it's Jameson, folks. We're going to be okay, regardless what happens, because we got the triple distilled Irish whiskey.
Yes, that we do.
It's a blend, for those who don't know. It was established in 1780. That's only 4 years younger than our great nation of the USA.
It's so great.
It's so great. I mean, it's being made great as we speak.
Right.
There's a guy with a red hat on.
Yeah, a red head or a red hat.
He's got both.
His head's a little orange.
Yeah, it's a
He's making it
shade of red, maybe.
Yeah.
Is it a hue?
It's more like a dreamsicle.
Ooh, yeah.
He's
a human creamy dream.
He's a creamy dream supreme.
Yeah, but anyway, it was distilled in Dublin, Ireland, for those who don't know, at the Bow Street Distillery. I actually learned something new the other day.
What'd you learn?
That it's actually, spoiler alert, not distilled there anymore. That's the original distillery.
You spoiled it.
And they put it. I know. I might never be able to trust Jameson. Just when you thought, I thought I could trust you, Jameson. I thought you had my back.
I thought you were there for me.
I know, but I mean, it's still there. I mean, it's like my ID. I live in St. Louis, but my ID says I still live in Columbia.
You fucking little rat.
Yeah, actually, fuck. I might just rat it on myself.
You're gonna get in trouble.
I'm
now.
a little snitch. Will you be my Lilo to my snitch? Stitch? Anyway, I'm going to let you guys know how it tastes, as always. But I'm sure you already know by this point. I mean, it's going to fucking be delicious and smooth. Take a swig, Kyle.
Yeah, take a swig, Kyle.
There you are, my friend.
How did it go down?
It went down nice and easy and smooth, just like that creamy dream in Office. Oh, Christian. Go down the wrong pipe there, eh?
No, that was just my hernia.
Oh. You should get that checked out. You should get that looked up.
You know, health insurance is not really on my side.
So yeah, for this episode, I actually pulled out a notebook.
You did. You're
and
going
I started
all professional on this shit right now.
You know, I'm trying to make moves, man.
You have a theme that you want to present on this podcast, and it's perfect right now with the weather, the storm.
It's getting really
eerie and spooky.
You know? The storm is conspiring against us, so we may as well talk about some conspiracy theories.
Conspiracy theories, every other podcast has touched up on it. Mm-hmm. Joe Rogan, H3H3.
Yeah.
And I think it's our chance.
It's our turn. It's our turn, you fuck asses, okay? Get on out of here with your little thinking you can talk, but you really can't.
If you don't want to hear what we have to say right now, you might as well just turn this podcast off.
There's an off button.
Just fucking switch it off.
X, I think.
You don't have to listen. There's free will.
Yeah, free will.
But we would love for you to listen to what we have to say.
Yeah. I mean, we always want you to listen to what we have to say.
Yeah,
even
keep in touch. Smash the like. Don't pass the like.
Smash that like button, baby. Smash it. Smash that share button as well while you're at it, and be like, these are my boys, and they're fun, and they're always discussing the drama.
Yeah, the drama, the ebb and the flow. The
ebb and the flow. So yeah, have you ever heard kind of the conspiracies about the Denver airport?
No, I have no idea what happened with Denver.
It's a giant-ass airport, international airport. Mm-hmm. I've flown out of there a few times. Beautiful place.
Right.
It's a little far out of the city. It's actually the same distance from downtown Denver as the mountains are from downtown Denver.
Cool.
So it's like, why is it so far out there? So I did a little studying today. Looked at some sites.
Yep.
Just glanced over. Nothing crazy.
Mm-hmm. Little proofread.
I'll start with the runways.
All right.
This is a little like, okay, like whoever's really seeing this probably needs to go seek medical help. But
Right.
everyone's like, it looks like a swastika. And if you look at the
Hold on.
overhead
How
view,
does this conspiracy theory end? What's the whole conspiracy?
that it is the United States are the Illuminati is
Right.
using it as like a bunker underneath the airport to like store like information and shit like that.
Wow.
And so the whole like thing like as you roll into Denver Airport, there's a giant blue horse.
Okay.
And it's supposed to represent one of like the 4 horses of the apocalypse.
Right.
And it's got
Makes
like
sense, I guess.
glowing red eyes. It's massive. It's awesome. It's an awesome sculpture. It's
Right.
giant blue with like
Amazing.
an
Spectacular.
orange mane and like
Majestic.
glowing red eyes.
I can picture it.
So a weird thing about that too. This is factual. Like this isn't just a conspiracy. The guy when he was making it, the thing it fell off a cable or something, landed on him and killed him.
Wow.
So you got a horse of the apocalypse already fucking
Right. It's not even
killing-
finished. It's
no.
not even built yet, and it's killing
and it's
people.
killing shit. But it's an awesome. It's beautiful. There's other weird shit in the airport, like all these weird murals and shit. If like you could probably pull them up right there on your computer
I'll
and
pull
look
it
at
up.
some of them, like just weird shit, like soldiers like coming in and like oppressing the people. And as the murals go on, the people like I don't know start overthrowing their oppressors.
Yep.
And the people end up winning. Like yeah, look at this right now. I've seen them with my own eyes.
Denver
like,
Airport murals.
yeah, I made sure to go there early so I could like walk around and see these murals. There's like crazy like Mason symbols on the ground
Whoa.
and shit. Yeah, look at that.
Look, that is terrifying.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. There's
What's
a
up
lot
with
of
the
them.
penguin?
I have no fucking clue.
Whoa, the flames.
Yeah, there's a lot of symbolism that people have.
Tried to like decipher.
Yeah, or maybe people are just
Look at
getting
the
really
Indians.
high before their flights and just like staring at these murals for too long.
No, dude, this is very, very symbolic stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on in there. Like you could look at these murals for quite a while. But yeah, there's a bunker apparently beneath the airport itself, and it makes sense because there's a tram. Like the airport's so massive for like no reason at all.
Right.
Like it's huge. Like there's a underground like tram that runs through different parts of the airport. And supposedly the entrances into the bunker are like you go past them when you're in that tram.
And does
shit.
anyone have any like footage or like photo
being in
evidence
the bunker?
of being in the bunker?
No, not
Okay, so
that I've seen.
It's all
Apparently-
speculation.
Well, kind of what it's exactly used for because people have claimed to see like entrances to it and like the airport's like, oh, we just store shit down there, like documents and whatever.
Oh, and they got something like etched in stone here
yeah.
for the Masons.
Yep.
That is awesome.
But apparently it's like if there was going to be a nuclear attack, it's where the president would go
yeah,
for some reason.
For
like,
safety.
Yeah. So like someone found like a file somewhere saying like he would fly to Denver. And it's like, why?
yeah. This
Like,
is
why?
crazy, man. No, you did your homework, and some of these murals. Oh, there's the horse.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
That is wow.
Yeah.
Just look that up, guys.
There's also a nuclear bunker in Colorado Springs, which is only 70 miles away. So it's like,
And there's gargoyles everywhere in there too.
yeah, dude, there's just crazy shit all over.
That's cool. That's
It's fucking
awesome.
pretty damn-
Oh, there's the Jewish fucking flag right there in the mural. Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Yeah.
See, that gets my fucking. That makes me want to put on a tinfoil hat right now.
Well, you don't need to.
No, I'm good. I don't care.
I promise.
I fucking eat McDonald's. I'm part of the fucking herd. I don't care. Feed me that shit. Just I'll eat it right up, dude.
There's another thing I was looking at too. You actually turned me onto this a few like months
I
ago.
did,
The
and this
MK
was-
Ultra mind control shit.
Yeah.
And that there's apparently like different celebrities that are clones.
Yeah. That's crazy. When I first started, I'm like, it's not that far fetched because they've been talking about cloning and they do clone animals.
Yeah.
So it's not that far fetched, but it's still weird. And you don't want to like kind of give into that idea, but some of the stuff that people bring up is really questionable and you're like, holy shit, dude.
So a little backstory about what MK Ultra actually was back in the day was in the 50s. The government, like people were going to seek like mental like help for things that they didn't understand what was happening in their brains and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out the government was dosing these people with massive amounts of LSD and pretty much trying to reshape how their brain worked. So
That sounds like something that they would do in the 50s.
Yeah. And this is actually like this is factual too. Like this actually
Yeah,
happened.
you're not just feeding bullshit.
No, this actually happened. But like now, as it goes on, people are claiming that like massive celebrities and shit when they like learn too much, like or
when
something
they know
like
too
that.
much,
When they
like
know
tequila.
much. Yeah, like there's videos of like Eminem at like a football game, and like he's just like completely looks like he's like just staring off into space. And apparently there's trigger words too.
Yep.
Like someone in their ear will say something and it turns.
Yeah, like the fucking Al Roker shit.
Yeah, there's one of Al Roker on the morning show. There's one of Beyonce.
Yeah, it's just look it up, dude. Like weird clone, like they just,
MK Ultra clone shit.
they like wig out just for no reason, and it's not even like a normal daydream, like something that I would do, like just being
The
bored out of
Eminem
my fucking
one's
mind.
crazy.
They go like you can tell they just everything shuts off, and they're just and it's for a prolonged period of time, and you're like, okay, that's a little unnatural to be staring like looking like that
Off into space, like
for like 30 seconds straight.
Yeah,
it's a
the
little
Eminem
weird.
one's like even further than that. Like he's like literally just staring down for a second, and like the interviewers like start talking to him, and he doesn't say anything, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, hey, sorry." Like,
Yeah, no, he's probably just thinking about his next verse or something on his album. He's just like some fire
his
ass
next
shit.
Donald Trump diss track, baby. You think you're a dream, but you're nothing but a creamsicle. Like
You're a dreamy, creamy, supreme.
another old one, like where like people have been apparently like replaced as a Paul McCartney. The story with that
The
shit.
Paul's Dead stuff.
Yeah.
They play the fucking records backwards and they got messages.
Yeah,
That
like
stuff's been going
Revolution 9 on the White Album. If you play it backwards, it says "Turn me on, dead man" over and over. And then there's another one where you play it backwards. I don't know exactly which one this is.
This one says like Paul is dead.
Paul is dead. Miss him,
Yeah.
miss him, miss him, or something like that.
Yeah.
And apparently the backstory is he died in a car crash in 1967. And there's like on all the album covers after that supposedly happened, there's like little hints, like on the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band album cover, like in the grass and shit beneath everyone. There's like different like shit going on. There's apparently like a car on fire and shit on
Really?
that. People have said the Abbey Road album, which is the last Beatles album,
Right.
it's John Lennon leading the pack. He's wearing white. Ringo is in
Here, let me pull it up.
like he's in a certain color, but there's a backstory between all these colors and what it means. Like someone's like the Lord, someone's like the Gravedigger, blah blah blah.
Yep.
Yeah, hold on, is that it right there?
I like how he has a cigarette in his hand. It's fucking awesome.
Yes.
Classic picture.
John's in white.
We've all seen it.
Ringo's in black and Harrison's in blue. And another thing too is everyone is like on the same step, but Paul, his like step is different. If you see that, and he's not wearing shoes.
Right.
So people are like, oh, that's like a dead man.
Yeah.
I've never looked in the bottom of a coffin though. Are they wearing shoes? People wear shoes. Do they
I
put
think
shoes
so.
on?
I believe they put. Yeah, I believe they have shoes on the corpses.
If someone's listening and they're the ones burying me, don't put shoes on me. Don't waste that money.
Yeah.
Don't even put socks
No
on
one's
me.
gonna see that
Actually,
shit.
don't even fucking bury me. Just cremate my ass. That's
Yeah,
pretty much how I
was
want it.
gonna say, dude, like, don't waste the money.
There's that cool ass shit where you can be put in like a pot, like a biodegradable pot. And
You can become a tree.
Fucking
yeah.
just plant me up on a mountain somewhere and let me do my thing.
Make me a fucking like apple tree so you can just eat my fucking fruits.
The fruits of my decaying body. Paul also like he released like a live album in the 90s or whatever, and it says instead of like Paul is dead, it says Paul is live. That's what he released it as.
Some of the diehard fans for what's her fucking name? She's saying Skater Boy.
Avril Lavigne.
They're like coming up saying like it's a totally different chick who took over, because they're like she went from dating that one guy from what band was that?
Sum 41.
Sum 41 to dating
Chad Kroeger, Nickelback.
They're
Chad back.
They're like, dude, that's totally not like her. And they're also like saying like one of her friends or one of some lookalike took over like at some point, and she's not alive anymore, or she's not doing it anymore. And they're saying like it's her clone.
She said, "See you later, boy."
Some of her fans are even saying like the signature is different, like her handwriting's different, like in the letters she writes people. And I'm just like,
cracks me
oh
up.
my God, you're looking way too hard into it. But who knows? Who knows?
You never know.
It's fun. It's fun. It's entertaining, and that's why
It's entertaining. That's it.
That's why we look into this.
It's just funny to like. It's fun. I mean, necessarily not funny, I guess. I mean, to some people, I guess, but it's fun to like look into how other people think about.
You
shit.
humor the idea, and if you keep an open mind, it's really cool. But there's a fine line, and you don't want to like go too far down, and you don't want to start promoting or saying things to people, because then they start to think you're fucking out there.
Yeah.
And I've had that happen to me where I'm like, I go to my friends and family first, because of course that's who you go to first when you have these fucking epiphanies or these ideas. And the first thing that happens is they just look at you like you're fucking crazy, and you're like, fuck.
Because
Damn it.
everyone's
I thought I could trust you. I thought I could tell you what was going on in my brain and what I was thinking. And then when you get somebody to kind of like try and step out of their box or like critically think for themselves, they usually get upset with you, or they just don't want to, and they're just like, you're crazy. You're fucking crazy. Stop talking to me. And it sucks, man. So I've just stopped talking about some of the things I look up because I just don't want to come off like that anymore.
It's because people are afraid to think about things that aren't socially norm, in quotation marks, normal.
Mm-hmm. And we were taught this at such a young age. So why would you even question it now? You know, and it's like,
why not?
It's fun.
Why
wouldn't you?
You're always supposed to keep questioning throughout your life.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's personally how I feel. Anyway.
The moment you think you know everything is when you have become the stupidest person.
Yeah.
The moment that you think you don't know, you don't need to know anymore. That's when you've given up as, I don't know, like someone who's pursuing knowledge.
You
should always question.
Yeah.
You should always question everything.
Heart machine. I have on these notes too.
Oh, you threw the heart machine on there, the weather control company.
Yep. So there's a machine.
They're still going on, and France is not having it, dude. Did you hear about that recently? France was like, "Hey, Harp,
you better cut this the fuck out.
You better cut it out." And people are like, "Why would France say that? Like, why would?" It's like they're apparently like, what do they do? Do you know what they do? They're in Alaska or some shit.
It's 200 miles east of Anchorage, and it's just like what they say is a weather monitoring. Like base.
They monitor something like in the stratosphere, the thermosphere, or something like that.
But they can. I don't know if this is fact. This is part of the heart machine conspiracy. Is that they can send like signals out into the stratosphere and shit and change weather essentially.
Yep.
Like all these.
They can manipulate
these hurricanes and shit that happened that were fucking crazy this past
No one's talking about those anymore.
This past fall.
No one talks, like, everyone's done talking about that. Like, Texas got fucked. Florida got kind of fucked.
Puerto Rico got hella fucked.
Puerto Rico's fucking in ruin, dude. And everyone just is hush-hush now. We're on to the next best thing. What is it? Probably something to do with genders or race.
Probably something Trump did.
Yeah.
So some Twitter bullshit. But yeah, I mean, it's coming more and more. People are starting to come out and be like, okay, yeah, the heart machine, even like you just said, France. Like a whole like country's government is like, all right, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Yeah,
with that
they started questioning them. They're like, and it makes you wonder because then you're like, I thought they just monitored the weather. I thought they were just sending out signals or whatever to like help with something. And when you have like other countries stepping in and telling another company to be like, hey, you need to back off what you're doing. Because I think some of those hurricanes were going up into
into Ireland and shit.
That was some weird shit, man.
We could follow
no one's gonna question that. Everyone's gonna just brush that by.
Yeah.
But I think
Heart machine is fucking tight.
We'll come back to this. I'm gonna step out. We're gonna take a break, and we'll be right back with more conspiracies for you.
Yeah.
Hey guys, just wanted to say fuck everything that's happening with net neutrality right now. Like this conversation we had was like a week ago, but like today they repealed the net neutrality stuff and I was just like, fuck, it was so quick. It happened so fast. I can't believe this is happening. And everyone's like, no, dude, we still got Congress, you know, and I'm sitting here like, well, but Congress is kind of like bought out a little bit and it makes me nervous. So, I mean, I got my fingers crossed. I really hope the internet is not dead and that we can still grow as a society through the internet and, you know, not have to like treat it like a fucking cable company. God, that's going to be so bad. Like $2 for like a Google search, like just weird shit, dude. No thanks. Like I don't really want to buy my websites and packages. That sounds fucking terrible. But anyways, back to conspiracy theories.
You might be able to pick it up on the mic. That'd be cool. A little special guest is the Rain tonight.
How you doing today, Rainy?
Hey, Christian, I'm doing pretty good. I hope the podcast is going really well.
I'm just passing over, just
stopping through.
Hope you don't get too soaked.
I'm on to Indiana after this. You know, what's good about Indiana anyway? I drove through there a few times. There's nothing really going on.
It seems a little boring of a drive, I would imagine.
I think they got a giant cross. Oh, no, that's in Illinois. Sorry. There's a giant fucking cross on 55, like right off it. It's like the world's largest cross. And when we were driving by it, I was like, it'd be fucking tight to pour red paint on the top of it.
That's dark.
Yeah, but I mean...
Crucify me, Captain.
Or I was like, dude, we should just get like 100 people and go turn it upside down.
100 people? That's
how
many it takes?
No, it'd take probably like a whole village.
A whole village?
Yeah. Like at least a 500-man job.
Let's get the cult together then.
Oh, speaking of cults.
Segue.
Bohemian Grove.
The next conspiracy theory is, you guessed it,
Bohemian.
The Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yep. Queen actually performed the first ever concert at Bohemian Grove.
Yeah, that's how they got their start.
Yeah.
You have to pledge your allegiance to the dark owl.
They do rituals around. So Bohemian Grove is a place in California to where like all the richest people
Congregate.
in the United States, all the most powerful and rich people go there.
Like the Bush administration, stuff like that.
Yeah. I was looking at a picture and it was before like they were both presidents, and Nixon and Reagan were there together. And like they say that like it's we're just going to party and
right.
And you know,
gathering.
Show our love for music and theater and like things like that.
Mm-hmm. It's part of our, we used to be like in a frat.
And it's pretty much that. It's like unspoken rituals and shit like that. And there's one point in the whole festival, if you want to call it that, where they like some dude like comes. You can look up the video actually on YouTube.
It's pretty haunting, and
it's really fucking crazy.
A lot of people have touched upon it. A lot of people say it's fake. Alex Jones did a fucking bit on it, and I don't fucking care for Alex Jones. I don't give two shits what that fucking fat ass has to say. Mm-mm. He's a part of it, if anything. The whole fucking keeping us all in the dark.
Yeah, he's like one of those. Well, I guess this can be a conspiracy as well, where Alex Jones is secretly just like
working with
the government to like make us dumber and believe this silly shit to distract us,
lead us astray. Yeah.
But yeah, the Bohemian Grove, like everyone wears these hoods. It's like the final ritual or something. Everyone like puts on these cloaks and hoods, and like there's torches and shit. It looks very medieval. And like a dude rows in on a boat.
No, was he on a boat? I thought he was across the lake. I thought he like snuck in.
Oh, he comes in on a boat.
It's private property.
Yeah. Well, not the guy filming. The guy filming snuck in.
Right.
But there's a guy who comes in on a boat and gets off, and they like do this worship under this giant owl.
Yeah, it's pretty dark, and it's
super dark.
If you haven't seen the video, go look it up. It's an old video.
Yeah.
It'll give you the little shivers.
Yeah, the heebie-jeebies for sure. But yeah, apparently that happened. Apparently the first talks about the atomic bomb that we dropped on Japan were discussed at Bohemian Grove.
What?
That's
crazy.
When the government all goes, it's really wild. Looking at Bohemian Grove, there's a lot more to it than we actually probably even fucking know because we're not there. We've never been to it.
Yeah, I would love to go though. I mean, at least if it's fake, it's very theatrical, and I would love to see it live.
Maybe we'll get rich and famous enough to we'll be invited.
Dude, that'd be awesome. Where we get to watch someone get sacrificed.
Smash those like buttons and those share buttons so we can go to Bohemian Grove.
Help us get there.
Help us get to the Grove.
We're gonna Kickstarter.
Yeah, I only really have one more topic, and it's actually a local one for all you St. Louis folks.
Yeah, I turned you on to this one. I heard it from a buddy. His name was Luke. I worked with him for a little bit, and he was like, I asked him, because I was really big at the time into conspiracy theories, and I asked him if there were any that he kind of believed in, and he said, there's two. And he goes, one, because I actually know it's real, because he lives in St. Louis or whatever. He goes over there, he frequents over there.
Yeah.
And it was the Veiled Prophets.
Which is better known by people who live in St. Louis our whole lives. The VP Fair.
Yep.
We used to go to that thing. It used to be under the arch.
VP Fair, the VP Parade. We've all heard it. But apparently he told me, and the other conspiracy was JFK, and then most people know that there's something fishy about that.
Yeah,
one.
we don't even got to talk about that one.
Yeah, we'll get and they leaked the evidence or whatever recently, and it didn't prove anything, but we all know that there was multiple shooters.
Yeah.
We all know that shit. Anyway,
the Veiled Prophets were established in late 1800s and the 1870s by Charles Slayback, which more of you will know. Mayor Francis Slave for a long time was our mayor. That's the same family. They've been
here's to sum it up. The Veiled Prophets is basically just a group of very wealthy, like a small group of very wealthy families that run St. Louis.
Not anymore. That's how it started.
Okay.
Yes.
Well,
you're right about that.
Fill me in.
So it was the most powerful families in St. Louis that are still running the fucking shit to this day, behind closed doors.
Yep.
And they started this organization to pretty much, there was like strikes and shit going on, and it was supposedly they did it to build spirits in St. Louis and things like that. But like the very first Veiled Prophet. So the Veiled, I guess a little backstory. They created, so what St. Louis wanted to do was be more like New Orleans and have this Mardi Gras-esque celebration and shit like that. Right, so they made up this story about a guy who like is a traveling dude, and he wears a veil, and his name's a Veiled Prophet, blah, blah, blah. And he comes every year to St. Louis.
That already sounds fucking dark.
There's a big party, and he invites only the richest and wealthiest families and most powerful families. That's an ongoing theme here, if you didn't notice with the conspiracy. It's always the rich.
It's always the rich people. They're against us.
And he finds the most beautiful woman at the ball and makes her the queen of the Veiled Prophets and presents her with always a super expensive ass gift, like a diamond tiara or some crazy shit.
And they
like
still
that.
do that. They have women who
Yes.
get up and they try to audition for this position.
Yes.
And they call it the VP ball.
Yes.
And all these girls, it's fucking sickening. It's so fucking
It's pretty
weird.
fucking crazy.
It
You can
is.
look up pictures of it and it looks so like fucking satanic.
It's
and
gnarly.
culty.
Yeah,
It's
it's like
culty
it's
as
straight.
fuck.
It's straight out of Eyes Wide Shut, dude. Fucking Stanley Kubrick film with Tom Cruise.
It just goes back to like show how like racist St. Louis really is, because the first Veiled Prophet in the drawing, it like pretty much looked like a Klans member holding a shotgun. It's the very first picture of the Veiled Prophet.
Very dark.
Yeah, so they still do this shit. They didn't allow African Americans or anyone other than Caucasian into the Veiled Prophet organization until 1979.
Fuck them.
And I think it was just because they had to make themselves look good. That's pretty much what it was.
So racist.
In the 90s, they had like a kind of like a ceremony going on at Kiel Center, which is now Scott Trade Center, and a dude who was just in attendance slid down a wire and like got close enough to the Veiled Prophet to unmask him, and it was the CEO of Monsanto. And this is just in the 90s.
Where did you read this shit?
Just research, man.
All right, look into it.
Just look into it on the internets. Yeah,
And I haven't looked into it.
Yeah, so they unveiled him, and it was Monsanto CEO, and I don't even have to talk about Monsanto. Everyone knows how corrupt and just fucking crazy that shit is. But yeah, Veiled Prophets. It's not all just fireworks and barbecue and air shows, folks.
Yep. There's actually money involved.
Oh yeah, bunch of fucking
and
shit.
power. Anything else you want to get into? You just want to wrap it up there, and we want to go into just kind of bullshitting.
Yeah, I mean that's all the conspiracies. I didn't want to like make the whole show about conspiracies, but I was like, you know what? Why not touch on some things and just get people's minds thinking?
And here, just to wrap it up, like you can believe what you want to believe, but here's the thing I've learned firsthand: just don't fucking push your beliefs too hard, or don't try to.
No.
I don't know. Like I don't push my beliefs, but like when I voice my opinion about things, sometimes with conspiracies it can come off crazy, and people will be like, "You're fucking crazy, dude." But it's like, dude, that's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. You know?
That's just the way it is. You know?
Yeah.
Especially when you get a little bit of Jameson in you, and you just
we need more JMO.
get
in
the
our life.
mouths flowing, the tongues twisting.
You want to call up John, or is he sleeping?
He's probably sleeping.
Okay.
He goes to bed so early because I don't know. He's not a night owl like us.
It's getting harder, dude. Like I'm getting older, and it's getting more and more difficult to stay awake. But dude, I hate being awake during the day. The people, day people, dude, they bother me.
Daywalkers?
Yeah, they're all like, gotta get everything done before the sun goes down. Like they're on this weird wavelength, and they just gotta get their work done. But I'm like, okay, all right.
That's why I feel like I gotta move somewhere else. Somewhere that's more night friendly, like a bigger city.
Yeah.
Somewhere that also like caters to me not having a vehicle a lot better.
Yeah, and those places exist.
Oh yeah, you just gotta go big. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of Chicago, but when I think more about it, there's
when I was there,
people alive.
When I was there, though, man, like the city slept at like 9 p.m. There was not a soul on the streets except for police and homeless people.
Yeah, but you were downtown as well.
Yeah, I was. It was
I'm sure,
right there
like,
downtown. But maybe in the burbs,
yeah,
it probably gets more lively, I'd imagine.
The burbs is a very loose, like, label to put on different neighborhoods in Chicago because the trains and shit still go there. Like, shit's still going on.
Right.
This is technically a burb of St. Louis, what we're in, but
yeah.
There's no train we can hop on and go fucking at 2 in the morning.
I wish, dude. I wish there was a fucking transit. Dude. We could just hop on and go to St. Louis whenever we wanted.
Not having a car here, I've learned a lot. I'm like, shit, I love this place. Like, I love St. Louis so very much.
The community.
Always will. The community's great, but it's not a lot going on for people who just want to, like, walk and take public transportation and do things late at night. Like,
right. If you're a night owl, you're
down
fucked.
At 2:30.
It's even like Adam, who lives on Main Street here with me. He can relate to me now. He's like, I look out my window and it's just ghost town here in this town, and I'm like, I know, dude. Everyone shuts off, and it's like clockwork. It's crazy.
I love it. I did love it when I lived in the mountains in Colorado, but that's a whole different thing. Like, you want it to be a ghost town at some point because that's why you're there. Like, you love how you're away
nature
from everything. Like, an hour and a half from the closest city, and like just tucked away. But like here, it's like shit. Like we're so close to a city. Why is everything dying so soon? Like I just don't get it.
Yep. And people could argue you don't want to hang out with people that are awake that late anyways, but it's like, okay, for the most part, you're probably right. The people who are awake at those hours probably aren't the fucking family friendly, type. But I digress. What do we want to get into here?
New music. There's been a lot of new music this week, I've found.
Yeah, a lot of good new music, a lot of good movie trailers and stuff. Apparently they're making another Jurassic World. They talked about it, and now like I saw the teaser and I'm like, okay, stupid.
I know. I've never even seen the first Jurassic World. I love Chris Pratt. I love Guardians of the Galaxy. I love fucking Parks and Recs.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just don't have any urge to see it.
Me neither.
If I want any fucking Jurassic Park shit, I'm going to Jeff. Mr. Jeff Goldblum. Like that's my papa.
That's your papa. That's your dad.
Dude, he fucking goddamn, did he save the world against aliens? Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. With Will Smith.
Him and Willie.
Willie Nelson?
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson was smoking him out in that fucking spacecraft. He's like, dude, I'm seeing aliens, man.
No, it's just the really good pot.
It's just my stash. We also have did you see that meme for the new what is it, the Infinity or whatever, Avengers or Marvel movie?
The Infinity Wars trailer?
Yeah, the fucking Thanos dude. His new look, he comes out.
No, I didn't see it.
People said he looked like, I guess, Ron from Pawn Stars, or he looked like Homer Simpson. Like, the memes are fucking so funny, man.
Isn't he purple?
Yeah.
I think I did see a picture. He's got a huge, like, his chin connects to his mouth.
Yep. His chin connects to his mouth. His neck.
Yeah, his neck and face just go right into his body.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. He kind of looked like Ron Perlman. A little bit.
Ron Perlman. Dude, what a name drop. He's not going to be in the new Hellboy movie.
No, it's everyone's favorite
Stranger Things character.
Hopper.
Yep, Hopper's going to be Hellboy.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about it either. I mean, Mike Mignola's on board, so I'm kind of like, okay, maybe there's some hope, but like they're going to go into like some cooler parts of the lore and the universe, like the BPRD, which is like the stuff that I really love.
Hopper's got a rockin' dad bod, but Hellboy is supposed to be ripped as hell.
Hell blogger.
Yeah.
He's all in them Reddits.
I watched Chappie for the first time the other night.
And I've heard good things. I've heard bad things, so I've never gotten around to it.
I can give you good and bad with that movie.
All right, there's a lot of really cool cast members in that movie.
Yeah.
Like
Hugh Jackman's a villain. Spoilers if you haven't seen Chappie. I mean, I don't know how you haven't. It's been out for like
I haven't
a year
seen
and a half.
You can
now.
spoil it for me. I'm one of those people who doesn't care.
Yeah, well, at this point, if I'm spoiling shit, it deserves to be spoiled. Because I mean, milk doesn't
it's way
stay
past
good.
the expiration date. Way past it.
It's really good. It's really tugs on your heartstrings. They do a really good job of making you fall in love with Chappie.
So Kyle went on this Chappie spiel about the movie for like, I don't know, fucking 5 minutes, 6 minutes, and I'm just gonna shorten it up here for you.
Hey, motherfuckers, you got 5 days to give me $40 million. And they're like, oh no.
Oh,
what do we do?
We messed up.
And so they plan a heist. And so they're going to do this heist, but they're like, fuck, these police robots, they're going to get us because crime's gone down like 75% in South
we going to get caught.
And so their plan is to find the guy, Dion, who made the robots. And they believe that there's like, has to be a remote to turn these things off. And they're fucking wrong. So Dion's on his way home with the robot, and they fucking do the research and stalk him, and they stop him, and they kidnap his ass. And they kidnap him. Ninja's like, yo, Zeph side, represent. And he's like, you better give me the remote. And he's like, there's no remote. Jesus, what more do you want from me? And so they're like, oh shit, you have a robot in the back of your van here. Can you just program that to help us out?
Ooh, so he's like
yeah, I guess so, because he has the chip. He's got the AI. Mm-hmm. And they put it in the robot, and he fucking wakes up, and he's like,
I'm Chappie.
Like a newborn. No. He's like a newborn baby. And so Chappie the whole time is like, I can't break these promises. So the whole time he's like getting trained to do the heist. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I can't do the heist.
Right.
I can't do the heist. And he's
I
like,
can't break
kill
my
people.
promise.
So he also learns that he's going to die. Like he realizes that,
my God.
Shit.
And you know what? That's something I would love to know. Like if somebody came to me and was like, this is when you die, I would live my life so different. I would love to know when I die. I would live my life.
I don't think I would.
Most people don't want to know, but like I want to know. I feel like if I knew the exact, and here's the more fucked up part. What if what if that was the only time you could die? Like you were just reckless because you knew that it wasn't your time to go. Like if someone came to you and was like, this is when you die, this is how you die. And the rules were like, if you tried to kill yourself, everything would malfunction. Like nothing would go against you. I would love that. Like I'd be like doing shit like I'm gonna shoot myself out of a cannonball. Watch this, motherfucker.
Guess, but I feel like that's just
you shoot me with that gun.
The result.
Shoot me with that gun.
I don't know. I just don't think it would be healthy. You start living life so vicariously that you forget who you are.
Vicariously through what? I don't know.
Through the fact that you know when you're gonna die, so you can do all this dangerous shit. You can just not give a fuck about anything. Like you just lose who you are, yourself.
Right.
Anyway, Chappie knows when he's gonna die. He ends up. He's getting like tricked by Ninja to be like, he's like, I can't shoot anyone. But Ninja's like, oh, if you stab them, they just go to sleep. So they keep telling him like when they're like doing shit like, oh, put him to sleep, Chappie, put him to sleep. And he's like great with like throwing stars and shit. And this one dude doesn't die, and Chappie is like, why are you not sleeping? Like you can go to sleep, please go to sleep. And the guy's like, don't kill me. Chappie's like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Like what the fuck? And then Ninja like lies to him too, and is like, yo, like we can buy you a new body, blah blah blah. And so the whole time,
what a dirty dude.
Yeah, you kind of hate Ninja a little bit, but Ninja's also like realizes, oh shit, I'm fucking up. Like, oh fuck. So Dion comes around and Chappie's like, why can't you just put me in a new body? And Dion's like, well, you're conscious. I can't just move a conscious to like somewhere else. And Chappie's like, pretty much fuck that. And he pretty much goes on the internet and learns everything on the internet because just by looking at the screen, like it's just going all in. So he realizes that there's this like a helmet that can read like everything in your brain and shit like that. And he goes and steals it and puts it on himself and learns what consciousness is.
Wow.
So he's like, I can just transfer that and do a new robot. And then he realizes that there's not going to be a new robot. Blah blah blah. So. What
a far-fetched fucking movie though.
This movie is just crazy. Like it's got a good.
It looks like it was made by the same people that did District 9, like the same budget.
It is. It's Neil Blomkamp. Yeah, Neil Blomkamp's making me a movie.
And the same people did Elysium, yeah,
with Matt Damon.
My theory on all those movies is that's the leftover budget that they couldn't use for the Halo movies. It makes sense when you look at the spacecrafts and the Halo Elysium, and when you look at Chappie the robot, and you look at like all the gear and just the way the filter is and everything, the tone of all those movies, you're like, this is a Halo movie.
Yeah, I don't think a Halo movie would be even cool anymore.
No, it wouldn't be. Like
Halo's gone such downhill that it's just like,
dude, Halo's not even the same game it started out to be. And
no,
fuck those developers. Like, I don't want to segue into it, but dude, developers and companies are all going downhill, like EA and all that shit. We won't get into it, but like, dude,
Bethesda's the only thing worth
Bethesda's left. Rockstar's always caters.
Ubisoft's not bad either.
My friend Connor told me like Rockstar always caters, like with all the Grand Theft Auto. Like I don't play those games, but they like it's all free, like all the updates and everything.
Yeah,
all the DLC,
they are all free.
And he's like, that's one thing, dude. They've always been for the player. They've never tried to cheat people out.
Fuck EA,
dude. Fuck EA and what they're doing.
Fuck EA. Fuck Microsoft as well, kind of for the most part. I know I have an Xbox and I enjoy it, but
Ubisoft's not doing too hot either.
They got Assassin's Creed Origins, which is apparently pretty tight.
Some people said it wasn't good. I don't know. It's whatever. I haven't played it. So.
It's unlike the other Assassin's Creed games. Like magic starts coming into play and shit.
What?
It's tight. Well, it's ancient Egypt and like you start fighting like gods and shit.
That's pretty cool.
I think it's pretty fucking dope. I'm glad they went a different direction because it was just the same game over and over.
Yeah.
Which, don't get me wrong, I loved. I did it for the storyline. And
when it comes to video games, I just like the old school stuff, man. Like I love old school, like pixel 2D. Like that's where it's at for me, man.
Side scrollers.
Yeah, side scrollers. That's where it's at. Or top down.
Been big into arcade games again recently. There's a few arcades that opened up in St. Louis, so I just go to those mainly.
Hell yeah, dude.
Or I just fucking throw back some Skyrim and some Fallout.
Yep. Always a classic. Always a good time.
Yeah. I've been trying to beat Time Crisis.
What's Time Crisis?
Oh, you know what Time Crisis is.
Is that stupid fucking... Hold on, the guns?
Yeah, with
dude.
The pistols?
Yeah, they used to have that at like fucking...
Fucking so good.
Yeah, movie theaters and shit would have that game.
It's at the arcade, Arcade DE above 2720. Shout out to Julian Williams, bartending up there. They have like high scores if you beat. You get like free beers and shit. So John and I have been trying to go up there and co-op and beat the high scores on Time Crisis. We've like beaten the game like 10 times, but can't break the high score. We're in third.
You're
and
close.
The same two dudes are in second and first. So it's like,
damn.
fuck you.
So you know that they went hard on it.
It's we discovered the secret. You can't just unload your gun at shit. You gotta like precisely headshot. Like it's all about combos,
Accuracy.
If you don't like miss any shots, it doesn't even matter if you like kill them. Just don't miss your shot.
Yep.
So you gotta get those combos. That's what it's all about.
Yep.
Everything else, whatever.
Yep.
But yeah, the game's it's. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you, Time Crisis.
How much money have you probably spent on that fucking game?
Not as much as Buck Hunter.
Dude, Buck Hunter. I went hard on that back in the day with Clayton Rebel.
I used to play Buck Hunter every day.
Yep.
In Colorado, every fucking day.
Oh my god, dude!
It was between me and my roommate Sean.
You still got it too. You still got it. Dude.
Yeah, I got it. I'm a little rusty. I don't play like anymore. Buck Hunter was. I'd probably spend over fucking realistically $600.
Wow.
I was gonna go to the 1,000 range, but I always do the 3 trek, which is $2.50.
Right.
If I'm just doing individually, it's like $1.
$600 then. It's a lot of games.
Well, I'm talking 365 a year.
Yeah.
And I probably played. Shit, it's probably over 600 because I played probably like 4 or 5 treks a day.
Wow.
That's $250 a trek.
You're crazy, man. You're fucking crazy.
So yeah, I'm probably looking over 800. Time Crisis though, probably about $50.
All right. So the new music. You want to get into some music here?
Yeah.
I've been showing you. I've been listening to Wild Ones, No Vacation. They're on Top Shelf Records.
Put some Wild Ones into the podcast.
Yeah, I'll throw some Wild Ones in there.
Those sound really good. And I think
Yeah.
other people would enjoy it.
But like, what have you been listening to?
The new Faceless album and Becoming a Ghost.
I heard it today. It's all right.
It's all right. It's better than Autotheism, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's better than Autotheism, but nothing's gonna top Planetary Duality.
I think I know you disagree with me, but I think it's a healthy mix between Planetary and Autotheism.
It's all right.
They kept that like fucking theatrical vibe from Autotheism, where it's like the
symphonies,
yeah,
the
that
orchestrations.
shit. But then like you got like some of the real good solos and guitar work from Planetary.
Yeah.
Vocals are just there.
They're just
they're
there.
not bad.
Everything
they're not good.
The drums are just there. That's how I feel about it too.
Drums are just there. Bass is good. The bass is good.
Bass is always good.
The bass is good.
Yep.
And it sounds like he might be using a fretless. I don't know who the bass player is, but it sounds like some of this shit is fretless bass,
Yeah, it does.
which would be cool as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
There's a dude in a metal band from Montreal. I don't remember the band off the top of my head, but he uses a fretless bass, and everything is like. It sounds
Yep.
like he's almost playing a cello.
It's smooth.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's
It's
fucking
smooth.
tight. So that album's pretty good. New Hail the Sun EP came out. I gave it a quick run through today. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's just music. Just
You were
there.
showing me some of the recent stuff from Dance Gavin Dance, and that was a good, nice.
Yeah, it's not
refresher.
even recent though.
It's not recent. It's old. But I gave up on them, dude. Like they go through so many members. I just gave up on them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it
I
wasn't
mean,
bad.
it's the original core though. The screamer, the
when they got
guitarist
the drummer when they got
drummer.
the screamer back, I was happy with that.
that band's always it's cool. Like I'd probably go see them if they were in town, but I'm not like
Are you gonna plug some Oceana?
I always jam Oceana. Oceana's transition into Polyenzo. Big fan of that. I still jam Birth Eater all the time.
I love that album. Great album.
I'll go from Birth Eater to what's the new Polyenzo? I don't know the name of the album, but their EP that they produced, the first thing they ever did. There's songs like Counting Fish, Pocket Soul on there. Pocket Soul is probably one of my favorite songs of all time.
I showed you Brockhampton, which is a boy band rap group. They're pretty good. They're pretty up and coming. They've been my go-to for hip hop.
They were all right.
They're all right. They're independent, and I love that. That's my favorite part about them is that they're not part of a label or a company or an organization. They're just a bunch of dudes like literally just fucking doing it.
What else did we listen to tonight? Oh, that new Virtual Self EP.
Yeah, Porter Robinson's got a new project, Virtual Self, a little EP dropped, and it sounds like some nice 90s trance.
Yeah, late 90s, early 2000s trance. Sounds like you're in a club in Japan somewhere.
And you're getting hooked up into a computer and you're about to get sucked into some anime world.
Yeah,
it's fucking cool.
The club is actually like a place where you just go play virtual. Virtual for whatever games.
Yeah, reality.
Yeah, virtual reality games. Sorry. Yeah, so that's pretty good. Sounds like She and there's a little bit of Igloo Veal in there. I've been listening to this song I found today is called Possibilities.
By who?
Foots and Coles. By Foots and Coles, I mean Foots, X, capital X, and Coles, but I think it just stands for Foots and Coles.
You want to play that?
Foots times Coles, I don't know. Yeah, it's a pretty good song. It's pretty funky. It's got a little MJ feel to it. A little jazz to it.
Oh yeah, you showed me this one. The moment I heard it, I was like, "Oh, this is some Michael Jackson shit right here."
Good. It's got that good
the
guitar going on, the Beach Boys guitar, like we like to call it.
Yeah, the California style.
So yeah, I'll just play that one. Don't know how long it's been out. I don't know. I know it's not over like 3 months old or anything. So this is still a little wee baby. I don't even think this album's out, so that's cool as well. So yeah, the song is called Possibilities by Foots and Coles. Enjoy.
If that's what you after, then that's what it's gonna take.
Wait, you can't keep running away, 'cause it's mysterious, it's mysterious. She's so mysterious, she's like the one who never had. She's always in my dreams, but you know that she'll just keep running away. Wait, it's such a mystery, 'cause I think about the time we spent, but I guess it's just a friend, 'cause you know that she'll just keep running away. Oh hey, she always dances on the moon to herself. She always appears in my dreams. She used to say when there's for me, but she claims that it's a possibility. It's a possibility. Why? It's a possibility that me and her can dance again. It's a possibility. Why? It's a possibility that she knows it's you and me. She's still mysterious. Why? 'Cause I haven't seen her in my dreams. I swore that it was real, but you know that it's just in my head. It's not the same it used to be. Could have stuck up in space, hanging out, she'll run for me. Oh God, but you know that we'll be here, and you can't keep running away. Oh hey, 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 hey. She always dances on the moon to herself. She always appears in my dreams. She used to say that it's for me, but she claims that it's a possibility. It's a possibility. Wait, it's a possibility that me and her can dance again. It's a possibility. It's a possibility that you know it's you and me. 'Cause you're always in my dreams. You're always in my dreams. You're always in my dreams. You're always in my dreams.
So Kyle and I just stopped recording the podcast and we went and grabbed a bite. We went to McDonald's like fat asses and came back with like a shit ton of chicken nuggets, and yeah, we just ate them and just called it a night. So I'm going to wrap it up here. This has been Funboy Drama episode 8. I hope you all enjoyed it. Believe it or not, the conspiracy theory theme of this episode was Kyle's idea. It was not mine, even though I'm a huge conspiracy theorist. I love conspiracy theories. They're fucking cool and entertaining to me. And I hope you guys learn something new, or, you guys start to look into some things, because there's a lot wrong with, you know, what's being taught or what's being passed off as truth nowadays. And it's really cool to like step outside the box a little bit and kind of explore, you know, things that you didn't think you'd ever explore. But yeah, we are going to do our next podcast probably about the new Star Wars movie. We're both very big Star Wars fans, and we're going to go see it opening weekend, and we will have a review on it. We'll try not to spoil anything. If you guys are big Star Wars fans, or if you have any questions or want to like come on and talk about it or something like that, you know, feel free. So yeah, that's it. Episode 8. Stay tuned for episode 9. Probably going to be coming out next week. Yeah, take it easy, guys.
It's a